Krishna and King Kansa. The birth of Krishna has many meanings. But before we understand Krishna's birth, it is important to understand the reason of the dreadful and dramatic birth of Krishna. And the reason for this is King Kansa. It is not important to know who is King Kansa. The importance is why is he there. As Rama was born to kill Ravana, similarly, Kansa was born to trouble Krishna, to give him one of the most fearful, dreadful, and unbelievable birth. Kansa not only did this to Krishna, but he also gave Princess Devaki and Prince Vasudev trauma and trouble which no mother and father must have ever had since the birth of mankind. Princess Devaki and Prince Vasudev were the mother and father of Krishna. The birth of Krishna is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. It is also known as Bhagavata Purana. This book is in 12 so-called cantos, comprising of 335 chapters. It has about 18,000 verses. The verses are a collection of stories that give Krishna the aspect of God, while the transcendental form of the infinite Lord Vishnu. Before we enter the Srimad Bhagavatam, let us see who the hell is King Kansa. King Kansa was born in Mathura. One day, in the gardens of King Ugrasena, his young beautiful wife, Pawan Rekha, was out for a walk. The garden was lined up with thick fruit-bearing trees and flowers from far-off lands. It had the fountains, which had springs of scented colored water. In the midst of this, there was this beautiful lady. She had just become the queen. She was young and had a beautiful body. She was waiting there for the king Ugrasena to come in the garden and hold her. Her beautiful body was in desire. She was already burning. At that time, the short and wicked demon Dramila was passing on the skies over the garden of the king. When he looked down, he saw the beautiful body of Queen Pawanrekha in a dance. He was stunned with her beauty. Her youth touched him. Desire skyrocketed in his mind. The demon within him was roaring. Like an eagle, he wanted to launch himself on her. But he knew that his looks are bad. He was short and ugly, so he disguised himself as the king Ugrasena. And then he launched himself in front of the beautiful queen. His mind was already seeing the queen as naked. The queen failed to recognize her king. She thought, he is King Ugrasena. Quickly, her hot body wanted more. There was a fire in her body. As soon as the disguised demon pulled her towards him and took her in the flowers of the garden, the queen shed her clothes. There was fire of lust all over the garden. They left no space to make love. The garden was secured by the guards on the outside, so no one could see them. As their madness was reaching its heights, she lost herself into deep trance. The demon was already tired. Suddenly, Queen Pawanrekha opened her eyes. She was scared to death. The demon had lost control of his disguise. But he was on her. He was deep inside. She tried to push him away, but the hold of the demon was too tight. The heat was too much for the queen to come into her full senses. She again pushed him away, but it was too late. The climax had already consumed both of them. She yelled, "Who are you? You cheat." In his broken voice, he said, "You have been lucky today, my little flower. I am Dramila, the devil." The queen quickly gathered herself. She wrapped herself in whatever clothes she could pull off from the garden. She said, "Today you have destroyed my purity. I was only for one. You have destroyed me, ruined me in disguise of my king, of my blood." With his wicked smile, the demon said, "You have enjoyed yourself, so why are you crying now? Love is forbidden only between mortal men and angels, not between human woman and demons. So I have done nothing that is wrong. She covered her head and with tears in her eyes she said, I could curse you, you dirty demon. Seeing the look in her eye, the demon was now afraid. He knew the curse of a pure woman could bind him in the fire of hell. He lost his balance. He walked back and pushed himself towards the sky. And while looking at her from the skies, he said, my seed grows in you. My son will be the king of Mathura. He will be daring, brilliant, and powerful. He will have no equal in cunning or strength. Queen Pawan Rekha, on hearing this, beamed in anger. With all her weak and messed up body, she cried, your son will be a monster with no trace of mercy or goodness in him. He will never have the blessing of the God or of the sages. The seed in the Queen Pawan Rekha's womb has now a double curse. One of a raped queen and other of a feared wicked devil. The garden kept all this a secret. King Ugarsena got to know nothing. The seed soon took shape of a man, and he went on to rule Mathura with all the cruelty and wickedness man could ever think of. Time called him King Kansa. He was also called the man who jailed his father, King Agarsena, to become the king. He was also known as the brother of Devaki and the maternal uncle of Lord Shri Krishna.